Grand Rising Sugar Babies. My name is Aisha, and you are following along with Garden with A and B. And yes, it's early morning. I'm out here on an early note, and I think it's kind of all over for as far as the air quality and this humidity and heat. So I'm out here just trying to give these little babies some water this morning. It is 6 a.m. here on my time, and I garden here in zone 6A, which is Ohio. Yo, let me just tell y'all, the amount of frustration that's been there for gardening this year is real. So it's not even just, and I know it's not the garden's fault, but with the heat and the animals, and I don't know, the pests this year, the weeds this year, like it's out of control. Stuff is really and truly out of control, and I'm over it. I have been away quite a bit this year, off and on, so those of you that follow me know that I have not been in my yard and taking care of things like I should have or like I normally do. So much as to just, the yard just is crazy, y'all. The whole yard and the whole thing with the garden and the flowers, and it's crazy. So for you guys that are new, when y'all hear me say garden, that's in an all-around spectrum. Gardening as in food, gardening as in flowers, indoors and out. On my homestead, I do it all. So it's a mess. It is truly a mess right now. I think the only thing that even looks a little bit decent are the flowers indoors. And they're even at that just placed in your way right now because I haven't had the time or took the time to move them and do. Like I said, I just have not been here like that to keep things up how I need to right now. And that goes for the whole thing, yeah, the whole thing. But anyhow, let's jump into it because I said the frustration is real. Things out here in the yard are dying. That's real. I've been heavily watering these last couple of days, trying to preserve and bring things back. So I'm on the hopes and upbringing that they're going to come back and do me good, because that's what we do. That's the type of relationship we have. But yeah, let me show y'all what I'm talking about when I say the frustration of the animals. And I've already been shooing bugs away, but it's bugs out this year that I have not even seen. I don't even know what kind of bugs some of these are. But anyhow, we ain't gonna do that. I gotta hurry up and get this done because I said again, it's going to be extremely hot here, over 100 degrees. With the heat index and the humidity, and then the air quality here from all of the fires are horrible right now. So let's jump into it. I don't even have y'all on the tripod today. I don't even have my mic on. So I hope that everybody can hear me. That's what I'm hoping. So the berries are coming in and looking good. I don't believe though that it's as many berries as last year. And like I said, I'm not mad and complaining because these little babies went almost 2 weeks during a very, very dry spurt of not being watered. Look, that goes to show you how much water she did not have. Okay, until I just started coming out here the past week and a half. So she is coming back. She's doing good. There are berries on there. I'm waiting on them to change and then I will pick them. So that's that, okay? That's that. Let's jump into these beds over here because you see the holes. You clearly see the holes in there. You see that the stuff is eaten down. Clearly, you see this eaten down and off. I mean, at this point, I don't even know what's eating what because we're not talking about just a little bit of stuff being eaten. We're talking about full-fledged. This year I've had onions eaten off, the tops of onions, and like the chives, those have been eaten off. They don't mess with the kohlrabi bulb itself, but they messes with and eats all the kohlrabi leaves. So then it stunts the growth, and that's what they look like. So I'm going to, hopefully if I get done watering, I'm going to be able to pull all of them out. I have tomato plants that need to be staked up for whatever tomatoes that are left on them because they've been munching them like crazy. Munching them down to where there's nothing. You see there are, 1, 2, 3, 4 poles in here, and there's not a tomato on neither one of them. There's only a tomato left on this one pole. But I take that back. Let me tell you why the tomatoes and stuff in this back row are going. So my neighbors took it upon themselves to stain their fence, and that's good and dandy. That's their prerogative. That's what they can do. But they did not take into the consideration of things that are on the other side of the fence. So a lot of my stuff got damaged, and I took stuff out. Do y'all see this paint? Do y'all see it? You want to talk about pissed? That was me. That was me. But I guess I'm just going to chalk it up and take that one for a loss. But it really did piss me off in a way. Like, I had to really sit and meditate over that for like a week or so, because I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I guess, everybody thinks different. So that's that. So like I said, everything in this bed is coming out except for the marigolds. I'm going to come in the rosemary. I'm going to come through here and clean this whole entire bed out. And at this point, I'm just going to leave it how it is and get it ready for fall. There will not be a single pumpkin, squash, zucchini. What else? There won't be none of that over here, okay? Y'all see how this is looking and chopped off and ate? It looked like it's some new little something down there trying to grow. I don't even know if those are sunflowers or if it's the actual squash, but at this point, I'm done with it. I'll let it go. I'm going to cut off and clean out what's been chopped off, but I'm just done this year. When I tell y'all I'm done, I am done. So Swiss chard is looking good. Huge. I need to prune that. There's a random tomato growing in there that I don't even know what, where, when, why, or how. It got intertwined with the this tarragon back there, and it's doing whatever it's doing. But like I said, that's this bed. Everything else in this bed got completely eaten, except for it's a couple onions that did not get eaten in here, but the chives got eaten. The chives got eaten. So that's what this looks like. I'm going to clean this bed out. Again, I'm not even stressing about it. In the beginning of the season and the year, I got plenty of lettuce out of here. I harvest plenty of greens. So that's that. That's that. And although these 2 beds don't have much left in them, I still come out here and water, take care, and do the things that's in here for the moment while I'm here and while I'm in town. And we're going to go from there. That's just that. But I just had to show y'all what I'm going through, and that the struggle is real with these animals this year. I'm not even watering real good. I'm just coming through, hitting everything. We are supposed to get rain the next few days, so I'm in hope of that. If not, then I will try and make it back out here in the later part of the evening and water. But like I said, the yard is a mess. I haven't been able to do just because life has been lifing. Life has really been lifing. So my green stalk, look at it, y'all. What do y'all see? Paint right everywhere. You want to talk about pissed off? That was me. But not only that, it damaged all the food that was in here. This green stalk actually, hold on y'all, let me get y'all situated. I'm doing all this moving. This green stalk actually was full, beautiful. This is one that they really wasn't eating out of. But why did it have to get empty? Because that's what everything looked like. Paint. And it just started killing everything. Even the flowers. The flowers up here were beautiful. Everything on this had paint. I believe I went through here and chopped off a lot and all of the paint that was on the thyme. So the thyme is coming back and it's doing and looking good. I might have to go through there again and thoroughly chop off all dang near like all the way back down to the base and just let it come back. But yeah, there's some onions and stuff still in here that are starting to sprout up. I have put some new onions in here, but other than that, I still water and keep the dirt, moist and good. But I'm not even keeping these onions or anything in here, like I said, outside of the time that I've cut all the way back, because everything deliberately has paint on it. Even those new onions that I had painted that I had planted had paint on them. This bed, let's talk about this bed. Never mind, you see how these tomatoes looking. They're screaming and screeching for water right now, so I'm getting ready to water them. But the asparagus, ate, chopped, gone. This bed was full. It had 3 okras in here, gone. I'm talking about tomatoes just eaten down to the core and brim of nothing. It's really, these animals are really, really like getting under my skin. Like it's a whole war out here. A whole war out here. And I'm not talking about like they just taking little bites. Like it is full-fledged tomatoes with like, you can define and see the teeth marks in them. Do y'all hear me? I'm talking about you can actually see the teeth marks in some of the tomatoes. All of my grapes on every vine, just about dang near, I believe, is gone. I haven't looked no more to see, but I do so believe that everyone is gone. Give me a second, y'all. So yeah, just about everything over here is gone, except for these. I believe it's 3 tomato plants in here. This back one, let me show y'all. Let me get in here a little bit closer. Look, I got to make sure ain't nothing around here, because when I tell y'all the animals been over here lurking and behind in these beds and in between, girl, they've been popping out of nowhere like, hello, I'm here. Like they're not even scared. But you see how that looks? They've been eating and cleaning the vines off, like clear coat off, like chopping them in half to where they look like nothing. That is what they're looking. Uh-oh, let me see. Like that. They're deliberately taking them off. So my plan this morning is to hurry up before the heat gets too explosive out here and I can't breathe, and then I won't be able to function and do. And tie these tomatoes up, get them trellised up some more, and just hurry up and get that out the way for the best that I can. That is the cucumber vine. When I tell y'all I want to scream, I want to scream, deliberately scream. Like I am over this. I am done. I'm done. Like I'm at that point. So like I said, this year has not been the best year for me. But again, it's not the garden's fault. I have to take into accountability that I also have not been here, nor have I had the help this year to set all of the traps like I normally have set. So that's that. But y'all, this is how let me see if I can zoom in. This is how they're looking. It's not even bugs eating through this stuff. There's actually, like I said, full-fledged teeth mark that you can see in these tomatoes. And a lot of the tops are completely, like I said, just completely chomped off, as well as how they did the potatoes. This bag I'm going to empty today because these potatoes are ready to come out. So I'm hoping that they did good, considering the fact that the vines kept getting eaten off of them. But we'll see. You never know around here. You never know. I've been taking these peppers off. They've been really good. I don't see any more bell peppers in here as of now. But that is the bell pepper vine. Stem stalk. That's it. That's her. She in there. But you see, I have random traps. The ones that were able to get set, if they have not been tripped off, they're in here. They're around. I have things to remind me that they're around. But y'all, when I tell you I'm just over it, I'm over it. But ooh, let me be careful. I do see a couple grapes back here on this vine that are hiding at the moment, that's trying to come in. But as far as everything else, y'all, when I tell y'all that they're gone, the grapes are gone. Clean, clear, gone. Like all of the other stuff, I don't see nothing else. Nothing. Everyone that had grapes on them, gone. So I got something in store for the fall and for next year, but it won't be none of this. I promise you it won't be none of this. So I'm not doing this with these animals to where I'm planting and y'all just having a whole feast off of my stuff. Like, I don't mind sharing some things, but it won't be this. When I tell y'all I did not have and did not get a single cucumber off this year, I have not. But I'm getting ready to, like I said, I got a lot that I want to do here within the next hour before it gets too warm. I'm going to drop some more seeds. Cucumbers grow really, really quick. And I do have enough time to, still be able to put some cucumbers down, them grow, and I be able to harvest a few things off there. So that is the plan with that. Everything else and anything else, I'm not worried about it. So like I said, I am going to drop some cucumber seeds and some squash seeds and zucchini seeds because I feel like I still got time and I'll be able to get a little bit of something off them. A little something, especially with the way this weather been going. Fingers crossed. Let me show you how this elderberry is looking. And the birds have been over here tearing the elderberry up. But like I said, when I first came back, it was so many creatures back here. And the yard man had not came. It was a lot going on back here. So I was like, forget that. I'm not going back there. I don't even have my garden boots right now because I need to get me some new ones. So I've been out here either barefoot or in the Crocs with the hose. No, I can't see my feet. And when I tell you it was stuff running around back here, it was stuff running around back here. And I even catch them sometime on the camera, but look at the elderberry, the ones that's left. That's how they're looking. So beautiful. So I'm getting ready to, I have some little bags in my cart on Amazon that I'm going to get ready and order to put over them to protect them and allow them to come in. And you know what, y'all? I actually think I'm going to come in here and get some of these berries off before the birds do. I'm going to wait and finish watering. That way I don't lose none. I don't even have my bag or nothing out to harvest. I just strictly was coming out here to water real quick before it got too hot. I'm going to, daggone it, I'm going to get that done, get this done, and then that's that. That's that. So yeah, y'all, it's been a whole struggle back here. So I think I showed y'all before I had 5 or 6 apples on the tree. I'm down to one apple on the tree. That's it. One apple. The bee balm and all of that stuff is looking and has been flourishing great and good. I have not even harvested anything off of it this year. I just been letting it go. The bees been over here loving it, doing their thing. I thought about even for next year, because some of these are in pots, and this big one here in the center, it's actually did its own thing. So it dropped off and had started rooting in the ground over here. So I just let it go. So I'm thinking about taking a piece of it up because it comes back every year and actually planting a piece around all of there's some animals doing some, I don't even know what back here behind me in one of these other yards, but I can hear them. And they're having a whole screeching fest over there or something. But I'm going to try to plant a piece and get some and put it around all of the boxes just because the bees have been over here like crazy. And I want for them to, be able to have a little bit of other areas and enjoy other, places around the garden. So I'm thinking about giving them another designated area. That way they can jump into it. So y'all see I have another green stock right there that I have not even put together. That's what I was getting ready to tell y'all. Sorry, y'all, I'm all over. That is what I'm going to put in the actual greenhouse. So that is why I'm in hopes to have and be able to at least harvest some squash and cucumbers out of there. So there's some tomatoes on this one. They're just starting to grow and they're not even of size. So yeah, that's what that's looking like. And those, I believe, should have been the slicer tomatoes. And they on the struggle bus, baby. They are on the struggle bus. But like I said, I can't be mad at nothing back here because I have not been here to take care of stuff like I normally do. I'm going to harvest some of this basil off today. I am going to take some of the tomatoes, even the ones that are small, because at this point I'm just like I said, I'm out here in a whole war. I'm out here basically fighting for my stuff, and it's me against the animals. So that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. But y'all not finna keep eating off of me. No, no, no. So yeah, that's that. I don't even know what that is that's growing in there with that. I don't know what this is, but that's what that's looking like. And I don't know what it is, y'all. But it's in here with the lemon and the lime tree that no longer has no blooms or blossoms on it, because I said as quick as they come, as quick as the critters come eat them off. As quick as they get on here, as quick as they get eaten off. I was able to harvest and get some nice berries the other day. My berries were nice and sweet. This berry tree is struggling over here. It's been formed like the rust on the leaves, or I won't even say rust. I believe those leaves are burnt, because I said it was 2 weeks, pure heat, nothing. No water back here, no rain, but like a little drizzle, and it just wasn't enough for them. They need, and they were used to getting water, some actual water on them, and a nice amount of water. So I just think that they did not get enough, and they were struggling. When I tell y'all that the mosquitoes back here look like you can dang near see the bodies because they're so big, I'm not making this up. Like, the bugs are unreal this year. Just all of it. The bugs, the everything, all of it. I'm just over it. Y'all see, I don't have near as many flowers out that I usually have. My yard is not nice like it usually is. The pool got taken down. A new pool didn't get put back up yet. And at this point, I'm like, summer's almost over. We're not putting it up. It'll be there until next year. Whatever. Flower pots, I didn't get flowers in. So I don't know. I'm just in a whole thing this year. And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. As you see, the hole is still over there that they've been burrowing. And the traps are still over there. One of them look like they have been tripped. The other one does not look like it's been tripped. So, yeah. I'm waiting. I'm most likely just waiting to just have the rest of my stuff going, because at this point I feel like they not on it. They want to be smart this year. They're not on it. That is the only apple that is left on the fireside apple tree. I have not seen no more blooms. I have not seen no more apples. So that's that. But it's growing. She's still growing. She's doing good. I'm going to give her some food. Actually, all of them need to be fertilized and get some nice food and treatment. So I'm going to do that. Let me tell y'all, these suckers have gotten so unreal. Everybody know, if you have a goji berry tree, the thorns on here are real. Like, they're all over. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but I've showed it before in previous videos. They're all over. Do you know the little suckers have been climbing up on my bench back here and taking the goji berries off? So right now I only see 2 left on here. 1, 2, a little one back there. When I tell y'all they've been climbing up here and eating around this bush. So I'm like, oh, so y'all real big, huh? Like, the thorns ain't nothing bothering y'all. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. But I'm most definitely, I got a plan. I got a plan that don't involve them next year or for fall gardening. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But y'all, and this is the first year I've ever had red shishitos. Can somebody help me? Because even the big ones, and I've been eating them, they actually even felt like and taste like, dang, I didn't want to take the whole thing off, but it did. It came off. They've actually even tasted like they almost had a little more heat this year. And shishitos aren't hot. That's not a hot pepper. But guess what? These ones they've been all right this year. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at them at all. Let me show y'all this. The birds in the, I ain't even gonna just say the birds, because I didn't see the groundhogs climb up here in this bag and tussling with this bag trying to get in here. Y'all, they are eating and picking away and making holes in the netting bags. And I'm like, what kind of animals are we dealing with this year? What the animals didn't change, the atmosphere and the weather conditions didn't change. Like, stuff is stuffing, okay? Stuff is stuffing. I've been getting the little honeycomb and cherry tomatoes off of here, out of this green stock. This green stock is, you know, doing good. They don't usually mess with too much in this one. It's not nothing really in there for them to mess with. I found a couple tomatoes going down from the lower one, but not too many. So that's that. Hold on, y'all. Gotta turn this green stock. Got some bells coming in on there. I've already taken some bells off of there. But this green stock mostly has a variety of just different peppers and a couple herbs in here. Ooh. Y'all gonna be like, what the heck is going on with the camera? I told y'all I don't have y'all on the tripod today, so I'm trying to hold y'all. I'm trying to shoot and fight for my life with the bugs and water and do all at the same time. Because I was really trying to kill like 2-3 birds in one stone. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to go through here real quick and show y'all the rest of the stuff. I'll come back and water that so we can be done. But like I said, all of this, I believe, it's not even rust. I believe these leaves have just gotten burned because they don't have the residue or anything like that. These leaves are just burnt at this point. I haven't been back here to fix and straighten nothing else up. I got to view and see these lilies come open, and they were beautiful. This green stock, I'm going to finish getting cleaned out. Everything except for the mullein. And I don't even remember what kind of pepper this is, but this is a pepper plant, and it's doing what it needs to be doing. Didn't get to enjoy none of the eggplants and stuff that were planted over here, so it is what it is. Table is a mess. Yeah, I have to clean that and get that situated. This raspberry tree had completely died out, y'all. Oh, you see the dead. You see the dead. So a week ago, I cut everything off, and that's how she's doing now. So she's coming back to life for me. The tree of life is the plant of life, tree of life, whichever one y'all want to call it. I've heard it called several different names, but it's giving me new little sprouts and babies. And I love that. Like, I'm excited. I am excited for me, for that. For me, I am absolutely. This is my mimosa tree. Look, now I'm fighting with the spider webs. And she's doing good and putting out new little plant blooms on her. So I'm excited for her. I'm not sure yet because she's so new. And I don't know how temperamental she is. I need to do some more research on her. So that's going to determine if I leave her in the greenhouse this year or if I just plant her in a new pot and bring her indoors for the year. I'm almost on the verge of saying I'm bringing her indoors. I have a window that she can sit in front of. I'm almost on the verge because I don't want to lose her and take that chance. Like, I need her to be doing her big thing by next year and really looking good out here. So there's new babies coming in the bottom of this one as well. I'll take these ones off just because they just look rough. And I just don't believe in feeding rough if you know you can make room for new. So that's that. So she still is pretty and beautiful at the top. But like I said, I just believe a lot of this stuff got heat damage. There's the other one. There's 3 of them out here. Yeah, is it 3? Yes, 3 of them out here. And that's how she looks. And again, like I said, that looks rough. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off. There's no sense. And I'm not wasting them. I'll just take them off, wash them off, and then let them dry out for teas or medicinal use. But look at all them babies in there. Come on, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. Once they get a little bit bigger, I might start dispersing some of them. So drop it in the comments and let me know if you know about her and if that would be something that you're interested in. This is the other green stalk. They have herbs, so I most definitely need to come out here and get some parsley and some sage off. Some thyme tea sounds good today. Cilantro. But yeah, it's some stuff that needs to be harvested out of here. I guess I can cut some more of that yarrow off and let it dry out so I can use that. Y'all look at this. I started yanking stuff out of this bed the other day when I came, and like the broccoli was clearly gone, just chopped off from the tops down. I'm talking about these animals is out here eating all the way down to the stalks, bare minimum stalks and roots. But this was full and pretty like that. Big was trellis hanging up off of here. Come out here the other day. What do I see jumping up out of the inside of the box? A freaking groundhog. Groundhog. And I mean, he big. He's luscious. Like, you know, he been back here eating. He's big. But yeah, everything looks like this. Chopped. So I'm going to come through here and clean this whole bed out. The only thing I probably will leave is this nasturtium because it'll just keep producing. That's my overfill bin. I need to get some greens and stuff out of here. I call it the overfill bin because when I have something extra or I'm not sure where I'm going to put it at the moment, I throws it over here. Yo, I'm not even sure what this is, but it started growing in here and I left it. So what I'm gonna have to do is take a picture and figure out what that is that's growing. Yeah, as you know, the rabbits are gone. No, we're not even gonna talk about that. They're gone. They're gone. That mullein is looking good. I'm gonna take some leaves off of that. That is turmeric, and that's looking good. Now, she didn't burn up like her sister did. Her sister just wanted to be stubborn over there and burn on me. So she's still doing good over here. I was so over the animals when I came back. I had a couple pieces of, sorry, I'm trying to open the greenhouse. I had a couple pieces of watermelon vine that had not been eaten up. Okay, so what I did was move the bag into the greenhouse. The greenhouse is a mess right now because yes, I took all that time to clean it and straighten it. I can't even get in here. Hold on. I took all that time to clean and straighten it. Got it all nice and neat how I wanted it. And then boom. For me to tear everything back out, put everything in the center because my brain that does not stop working decided, oh, let's rearrange. Let's get some green stalks and put in here since the animals want to be crazy this year and see what it do. So I moved the watermelons in here and I moved a couple of the sweet potatoes in here. Well, when I came back, like I said, they were struggling because, of course, my kids are like, okay, yeah, I'll do this little bit of water, which when they water, it's not even enough. But I'm not complaining because this isn't their forte. But they're not watering in there, and they're not taking the time and giving the stuff enough water. So that's that. But okay, that's how we ended up there. The moringa had died completely. I didn't throw the whole thing away. I was like, I believe you still have something down in there, and you're going to give me some life. So that's the life she's giving me. She's coming back. She's coming back to life, and I'm so excited for that. Again, she won't be out here this year because she's just too new. I got to keep her healthy and keep her to par because she's finicky. When she's young and new, she's finicky. She's very timid. So, yeah, I got to keep her going. But this is this. I'm going to prune this today as well. There's one over here that I'm in hope for. So I'm hoping that she can do a little bit of something. We don't know. All of my onions are looking good. I've then got several onions out of the beds this year. Like I am like happy with my onions. I am very happy with the onions. This tomato tree is all over. Because at this point, when they get to looking like this, I'll be like, it's a whole tree. It's a whole tree. But as you see, something has been in here. Because look, chopped off, munched, gone. This had leaves on it just the other day. Now look at it. Gone. But it still got a little head up there, so I'm hopeful to see it bloom. My zinnias, I just absolutely love them. They are absolutely beautiful. When I tell you zinnia is a beautiful flower, that's my flower. I love it. I will always have some around, them and Delilah's. Oh, I see an okra bud flower on here. I might get some after all. All of them weren't eaten up. I don't care. I'm still saying all of them was eaten up because you know why? There is about 8 okra plants around here. And I'm only going through seeing a 1 and 2 out of all this stuff. Yeah, absolutely not. This is the cabbage head. Look at that. And it's trying to survive and do what it needs to do outside of being eaten up. These chives and onions over here have just went wild, and they're kind of like all over. But I came through here and snatched everything up in between here the other day. Look how pretty that zinnia is. Let me just zoom in and show y'all. So yeah, that's that. Got some of the honeysuckle cut down. She's got some new little honeysuckle combs on her. I might come out here and snatch those up depending on what the weather do and what I have time for. Because it's already starting to feel smuggy and muggy out here. So I'll see. But I want to make some honeysuckle oil with her. Oh, look at there. That little sunflower just poked his head through. These turnips I'm going to take up, probably put some gloves on and feel around in there and see. They might have nice little bulbs on the bottom of them. If so, I'm going to take them up. I love the turnip bulb and to eat. So look at that. There's a nice little onion in here. This one had been chopped all the way down, but I see it's trying to come out with some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blossoms, possibly. We'll see how that do. I might even see if I can try to put a little cage over her and cover her up, like give her some netting a little bit. As always, the mint and the lemon is going crazy. It was over on my neighbor's side, so I just took some spray and sprayed over there on their side. I don't spray in my yard or anything, so yeah, that's that. But this most definitely needs to be pruned, and I've just been letting it go. It's whatever this year. It's whatever. Like I say, I most definitely know nobody's been here to water and take care and treat and the weather, because I've never had tomatoes this small, and the tops, they're just drying out. But like I said, I'm just gonna come through here, clean everything off and up, and start fresh. When you're a gardener, you know some year be your year and you do your big thing. You do your big one. And then some years, baby, it's like, ugh, why is this so funky this year? But yeah, no, I'm not new to gardening. I'm not new to any of this. But I also believe what's meant to be will flourish, and what's not, that's just not your time and your season right at this moment. But that don't mean it's over. You get up and you try again. So that's what the onions over here are looking like. I'm not even looking forward to no beans no more, because that's what all the beans look like. I got some little pear tomatoes back here I can take off because I'm not doing that stuff from the store. I don't know what they got going on, or with the government or USD or FDA and whoever else is trying to pull, but no ma'am, no sir. That's why I believe everybody should have a garden or plant at least one of something, or 2 of something, and go from there. You don't like it that year, then you try again. You pick your pieces up and you try again. That's how that goes. But you won't be talking about you poisoning me with none of that stuff. There's some couple peppers over there that I need to zoom in. This borage needs to come down, so I'm going to chop that down. I'm going to get this tomato. Oh, I almost forgot it's a trap over here. But this one looks like it's already been set, so it won't snap me. I'm taking that off because that's no good. Yeah, y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I got some stuff that I want to get done, and I believe like I feel like I can beat this heat at the moment. So, like I said, my onions are great. I've done had 4 or 5 onions that I've taken out now. Like, yeah, great. And that's whatever, y'all. I haven't kept none of that up this year. I got my bordery growing outside the bordery. Like, it is what it is this year. It is what it is. The variety of mint, that's doing good. I'll prune the back of that today, and hopefully, and that'll be that. So that's the garden tour for this morning. We're now going into, well, it should almost be 7 o'clock. Yeah, it should almost be 7 o'clock or a little after. That's my time with y'all sugar babies. I got to get to work and get some stuff done. And yeah, let me know what y'all looking like. Let me know if y'all having the animal control, the animal problems. They most definitely not controlled. Let me know if y'all having the animal problems. Let me know if y'all have the pest problems. Let me know if the heat in this extensive heat in this smog and all of this stuff from the wildfires and everything is what it's doing in your area. What it's doing in your area. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is the only one I didn't show y'all, the strawberry one. So she still, her leaves and came back. I showed y'all on the video last that's what some of them looked like when I came back because of the heat and they just was in distraught. So they are coming back. They are looking good. See, now stuff over here making noises. That's what I'm talking about, these animals and stuff. Y'all be doing the most over here. The most. My spider plant back here is coming back. She's doing very nicely. And there's another sunflower I'm looking forward to seeing. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all no longer. I can't be on here no longer. It's already starting to warm up, and I got to hurry up and get a little bit more stuff done before my time comes to an end, okay? And I can't do too much because, again, like I said, I had a little hiccup. Can't do too much lifting or any of that. And that's just that. Stay tuned for the next garden update or garden video. See what's going on in my homestead, in my backyard, my front yard, indoors, wherever I'm planting at the time. Follow your girl. Peace, love, and light. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and pass it along. Tell a friend to tell a friend.